Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is May 2021 and I'm officially 9 years in to tracking my net worth. My goodness, it's what a crazy journey. Starting at $4,000 and now we're 3/4 of the way to $1 million. So it's been an eventful 9 years, I'd say. I feel like I've come a long way. I've learned a lot, but still have a lot to learn. So I turned 27 years old this month, so I am officially 36 months or 3 years away from becoming 30 years old. So hopefully I'm able to get this wrapped up in the last 3 years. But yeah, so 27 years old now, 9 months in, but nevertheless, we'll jump right into our income this month. So I made two paychecks this month. That's why it's a little bit smaller. So a little over 8,000. The first paycheck in May had a bonus on there. It's like $4,700. So had I think $1,400 bonus this month. We get quarterly bonuses at my job, so that's what that was. Almost 1,600 I paid in taxes. 1,500 I put in the 401k. 330 in the employee stock purchase plan, and then took home almost 4,600. For my wife, she brought home 5,160. Again, she lost one of the classes, just it was like an 8-week class. So she is not making that income, that $300 a month. So it really didn't pay that much for that 8-week class extra, but that's why it's a little bit smaller than last month. For her taxes, $500. For her 403B, and it's a 457B now, so we move this up to $2,625. So almost all of her income between taxes, 403Bs and 457Bs, HSAs, and insurance is pretty much gone from her main job. But for gross income, she had $1,508. So yeah, we're just piling money into the traditional retirement accounts at the moment. For the rental properties, the one lady paid a little bit late again this month. I'm not super concerned about it. I think she, keeps it kind of a loose budget or a tight budget. I don't know which one. So she, yeah, I think just gets a little bit behind, needs to make one more paycheck, and then she's able to pay it. So she said her business kind of ebbs and flows, but she is very communicative with me and lets me know what is going on, and so I I really don't have any issue with it. And it's $5 per day late fee after 5-day grace period. So total gross income 15,000, and then take home pay only $6,000. So almost 1/3 is what I'm actually taking home compared to the gross income. So personally, I don't really care too much. The expenses right now are not too crazy for my wife and I, and so we're able to, just to pile up money in these 401ks and stuff. So for net worth, just added the same 2% to all the houses except for house number 6 here. For house number 6, I'm pretty much finished. All I need to do is clean up a little bit, and I'll be ready to take pictures and get the house listed. So over the last 30 days, I rented a giant roll-off dumpster, and then for 2 days, I just moved insulation and drywall and cat pee and everything into the dumpster, and yeah, just got everything out of the house. So it's basically just bare studs and bare floors at the moment. No light fixtures. Yeah, just completely empty slate. So there should be a lot of flippers in my area. I think the plan is to probably list it at 55,000, maybe 60,000, depending what the realtor thinks. Yeah, so we'll get that listed probably within the next 2 weeks, I would say, middle of June. No changes in the vehicles here, but then jumping into investments, M1 Finance, the market basically stayed flat the whole month, maybe went down just ever so slightly. So I took that opportunity. There was a couple days where it actually dipped, maybe 1.5%, 2%. And so I put in 10,000 both of those days into M1 Finance. So I'm at 83,864 in M1 Finance, and that was just direct transfer from my cash. You can see last month I had 74,000. Now I'm down to 56,000. That 20,000 just went to M1 Finance here. For health savings account, it's up to 35, well, I guess down to 35,514, just by adding $383 in there. My 401k is basically flat. So again, the market's pretty much down, even though we're adding money into these accounts. My employer was down about $2,000. And then my wife's 403B and 457B. Hers is up mainly. I mean, it would have been down maybe $1,000, but since she is putting in $2,600 a month into her retirement accounts, that's why hers is up. So she finally crossed the $100,000 mark in hers. So total investments are still up about 20,000, not quite $20,000, and pretty much all of that is just M1 Finance this month. So, so for debts. Just made the minimum payments. Again, all of these are 30-year fixed rates, like 3%. The house number 5 is actually at like 4%, but so nothing too crazy, just making minimum payments there. So I'm down to $418,180. And then for checkings account, dropped about $18,000. So really we saved $2,000, even though we only took home $6,000. So it looks like our expenses every month right now, even with mortgages and everything, it's about $4,000 a month is what we're spending. So we can, even maxing out 401ks, 403bs, 457bs, and HSAs, we're still saving, $2,000 a month, it seems like. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the current plan. It's, I don't need the cash coming in right now, so I'd rather get the tax advantage. Rental checkings account is finally back up to $10,000. Paid for the roof last month, and then just took that like $1,000 profit that I make about each month, and then added that to the checkings account. So total net worth for May 2021 is $760,430. And we had a goal pace drop this month, mainly because of the market investments. We're down to $260,430 ahead of my goal pace of becoming a millionaire by the age of 30. So this is actually the month I should be halfway. Looking at it, I should be at 500,000 to be right on pace. And so that gave me essentially 9 years to get to the halfway point, and then 3 years after that to get from 500 to 1 million. So I'm fairly confident. I don't know if it's going to be within the next year. It's 100% going to depend what the investment side does. The real estate, I'm fairly confident. I have good wedges. I have good equity in all of these. And so, if real estate skyrockets over the next year, that will help me a little bit. It's mainly going to be real estate and investments. So just depending what those two markets do, yeah, that's going to be the determining factor, I think. I'm going to keep saving and working just how I am right now, but I'm just under $240,000 away from the millionaire mark. But yeah, I'm kind of at the mercy of investments at the moment, unless I figure out, maybe make some kind of invention or, become a genius at investing. But probably not going to happen. So that's really it for May. Excited to be 9 years in. 12 months from now will be the 10-year mark, and so I'll be 28 years old. Yeah, so I've got to, keep busy, keep pushing. I got 3 years left before I turn 30 years old. Yeah, we've got some exciting things happening, but I'm hoping the goal, is maybe within the next 12 months. I think that's probably pretty realistic. Within 12 months, I can probably get to the millionaire mark. Hopefully, if investing stays the same way that it's been right now, I'm thinking about 12 months away. But for the time being, net worth is $760,000, 27 years old, and about $260,000 ahead of my goal pace of becoming a millionaire by the age of 30. So thank you all for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Last month's and next month's videos are on the screen now. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, things that you'd like to see in future videos, just comment them down below. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.